There's a secret battle going on that most men never see. It's not fought with swords or guns, but with glances, words, and temptations. When a man begins to practice semen retention, something inside him changes. His energy rises, his focus sharpens, and his presence becomes magnetic. This transformation does not go unnoticed, especially by women who thrive on draining male energy. Throughout history and across cultures, these women have been symbolized as succubi, seductive forces that feed off a man's vitality, lust, and spirit. Whether you believe in the literal or the metaphorical, the pattern is the same. When you hold on to your seed, you are no longer an easy target. And because of that, these succubus women resent you, fear you, and even hate you. The first thing to understand is that sexual energy is the most powerful force a man possesses. It's the energy that creates life, drives ambition, and fuels masculine confidence. When a man wastes this energy through constant release, he becomes weaker, slower, and easier to manipulate. The succubus archetype thrives on this weakness. She doesn't just want your body. She wants your willpower, your focus, and your essence. When you're constantly drained, you become dependent, needy, and easier to control. But when you practice semen retention, you flip the script. You go from being the hunted to the hunter, from being the prey to the predator. Your aura changes. Your eyes become sharper. Your handshake becomes firmer. Even your silence carries weight. And this is exactly what a succubus woman cannot stand. Most men grow up thinking lust is just a natural part of life, something to indulge in without consequence. But lust, unchecked, is a chain. It keeps you distracted, addicted, and weak. Succubus women weaponize this. They use seduction not as an expression of love, but as a trap. They know how to speak, dress, and act to stir up your lower nature and make you lose your self-control. And once you're hooked, they can manipulate your emotions, your finances, even your destiny. They can pit you against your own goals. The moment you begin retaining your seed, you disrupt their entire strategy. They can no longer predict you. They can no longer control you. Your mind becomes clear, and you start to see through their games. One of the most dangerous tricks a succubus woman will use is the mask of innocence. She might present herself as sweet, shy, or vulnerable, someone who just needs your help. But this is where many men fall. They confuse manipulation with affection. They confuse bait with genuine love. A succubus woman can look like an angel but act like a predator. She might tell you she admires your discipline, yet slowly tempt you into breaking it. She might claim she respects your values, yet secretly resent them because they make you harder to control. This is why awareness is everything. Without it, you'll be blindsided. With it, you'll see the pattern from a mile away. The problem isn't just that succubus women exist. The real problem is that men are rarely taught how to guard their energy. Society today glorifies instant gratification. It encourages men to chase every impulse and every desire. This leaves them scattered and weak. The succubus archetype flourishes in a culture like this, where men don't even realize their energy is valuable. It's like carrying a bag of gold, but leaving it open for anyone to take. When you practice semen retention, you're closing that bag. You're saying, no more free access to my life force. And that alone makes you a threat to those who have built their power on draining others. But here's the twist. Not every woman who resents your discipline will come at you with obvious lust. Some will come at you with criticism. They'll call you weird. They'll mock your self-control. They'll accuse you of arrogance. This is another form of attack. It's meant to break your resolve and bring you back down to the level where they can manipulate you. If they can't seduce you with their body, they'll try to shame you with their words. And if they can't shame you, they'll try to make you doubt yourself. A man without self-awareness will crumble under this. A man with self-awareness will smile, stay calm, and keep his power. This is why men practicing semen retention must not only retain their seed, but also build their mind. Discipline without awareness is fragile. You must learn to read intentions, not just words. You must learn to sense energy, not just appearances. When you become the kind of man who stands firm, who is grounded, and who radiates quiet strength, you naturally put succubus women in their place, not by shouting or fighting, but simply by existing as an unshakable force. Your presence alone will reveal their true nature. They will either transform themselves or flee, because your energy exposes what is false. It's important to understand that this isn't about hating women or fearing them. True feminine energy is nurturing, healing, and inspiring. It's the succubus archetype, the corrupted feminine, that seeks to drain and destroy. When you practice semen retention, you don't just protect yourself from the wrong women, you attract the right ones. Healthy women respect discipline. They admire self-control. They're drawn to men who have mastery over their desires. They're not threatened by your power. They're inspired by it. This is the ultimate reversal. By protecting your energy, you create the conditions to meet a woman who is worthy of it. The solution then isn't just to avoid succubus women, but to transform yourself into the kind of man who is immune to them. This means mastering your lust, building your focus, and cultivating a sense of purpose bigger than pleasure. It means setting boundaries and sticking to them, even when temptation appears sweet and harmless. It means seeing through the games and remaining calm under pressure. A man who has done this doesn't just resist manipulation, he transcends it. He walks into a room and everyone feels his presence. He speaks and people listen. He no longer chases, he attracts. And no succubus can drain a man like that. This journey isn't easy. You'll be tested. You'll meet women who challenge your discipline, who disguise manipulation as affection, who mock your values. But every time you stand firm, you grow stronger. Every time you resist temptation, your power multiplies. You're no longer just practicing semen retention. You're becoming the man you were meant to be. And in doing so, you're not only protecting yourself, but inspiring other men to do the same. The succubus archetype thrives in secrecy and weakness. It withers in the light of awareness and strength. So if you're a man on this path, stay vigilant. Understand the nature of your energy. Recognize the games. Respect real feminine energy, but don't be fooled by its corrupted form. Retain your seed, sharpen your mind, and walk with purpose. When you do this, you won't have to fight succubus women. They will reveal themselves and either transform or disappear. You will have put them in their place simply by showing them who you are. A man of discipline, a man of power, a man who cannot be drained. And that, more than anything, is what makes a succubus woman tremble. If you made it until here, leave a crown emoji in the comments. I want to see how many of you reach the end and are truly willing to finish what you start. And remember, live with honor or die a coward. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and stay strong.